Hey, quick video, because I need to make one, and it's been a long time, probably like a week. I'm eating, I don't care, I'm hungry, I haven't eaten all day. I've been crying all day, actually. So we're gonna do a quick story time. There's gonna be 2 videos to this. It's gonna be the video of the story, and then another thing, but it's not like a story, it's more just like what I've noticed. And okay, so last week on Friday, I want to say boo, but he's not my boo because we're not dating, came over and hung out for a night, and he spent the night, and then Friday he went home. Friday at like 1 o'clock, I was getting out of the shower and I fell and hit my head. It freaking hurt. I was crying. I don't cry. I don't normally cry. I don't like crying. It makes me like puffy and gross and red. I don't like it. So that was shitty. And I was trying really hard to like stay conscious. I think that was a big problem. And no one was answering their phone. I was home alone in the shower. I slipped and fell. I had to quickly run into my room. I had to quickly grab my phone, and I was trying to get a hold of anyone. I called 3 people, the 3 main people I knew that could help me in that situation if they had picked up their fucking phone. And it was my sister, my sister's boyfriend, and my boo. And I was tired, I was cranky, I was hungry, and I only got 2 hours of sleep that morning. So I was pissed off because all I wanted to do was sleep, and when you bang your head, you're not supposed to sleep. And then finally the 4th person I talked to doesn't live close to me and was just telling me I need to go to the doctor. But I don't have a doctor. I don't have a primary care doctor, and I don't want to go to the ER. The ER is really obnoxious. And prior to that, I already went to the ER for a completely different reason. So, yeah. But, it reminded me of it reminded me of 2 different incidents. The first incident it reminded me of is when I fell down the stairs at my ex's house. And I split open my head. If you look, I have this beautiful scar. Look at that. I hate it. It's so disgusting. But it's because I fell, and when I fell down the steep-ass motherfucking stairs that are dangerous as fuck, I hit my head off the door, and the door broke my glasses, and the glasses cut through that little hinge to hold the glasses where, like, yeah, anyway. So I was bleeding out, and it was great. It was such an amazing time. Just kidding. But, the fucked up part about it is, falling down those stairs and legit bleeding out, I was comforting everybody else. I was making people laugh. I was laughing. I didn't feel that much pain. And I totally forgot a nail. Whatever. And, the doctors had to the ambulance guys had to carry me to the ambulance. I couldn't walk. It hurt. And then I was just bleeding out just everywhere. And I'm sitting there, like, comforting my ex. I was just like, oh, no, I'm totally fine. And he's just like, oh, are you okay? How do you feel? And I'm like, I'm fine. Like, it's just dealt with it, whatever. But then there was another time where I was, like, I don't know, I want to say 4 or 5 years old, 6 maybe. And I was in my mom's bathroom, and my parents are already divorced by now. So I was visiting her on the weekend, and I went to go see her. And she was like, it's bath time. I was like, okay, yay. I got so excited. I love bath time, but I didn't like, whatever. So we got in there, and I undressed, took my bath, got out, was waiting for my mom to bring me my clothes. And I slipped and fell and hit my head off the toilet. Which is gross, but I didn't, like, go into the toilet. I just, like, the seat cover was closed, and I hit my head off of it, and I got an indent in my head from it, and I never went to a doctor's then either. But, it hurt this time more than it did falling down the stairs and cutting my face open, and when I fell and hit my head off the toilet. It hurt a lot. And, like, I should have seen a doctor. I should have actually, like, sucked it up and just gone. But my head has still been hurting. I still haven't seen a doctor, even though I probably should have when it started to literally feel like my head was burning earlier. It's like I hit it right here, legit right there. So that actually hurt touching it. And I need to go see a doctor. But I was reading up on it, and it turns out that if you have depression and you hit your head, mild, severe, either one, it can trigger fucking depression. Are you kidding me right now? It can trigger depression. It can also give you depression. Do you know what that means? I have a double dose of depression. And it can change your mood. And it can do this and that. Like, it can fuck with you so hardcore. And, because I was reading up on it, I wanted to know what was actually wrong with me. Turns out that it does all of this stuff, and I'm wondering why I'm treating people like shit. I'm a dog person. I love dogs. And I'm getting mad at dogs upstairs and in the street. Like, I can't fucking stand the dogs. I just want to beat them. I won't actually do it. But that's fucked up. That's not my behavior. I can withstand anything a dog does to me, like bite me, torture me, whatever. But if a person does it, I will fucking hurt you. So, that's an issue. And, this will lead us into the second story. This topic, what I'm going to say, story time, is still story time about my life. The next video is off of what I'm about to tell you. So, because of how bad I've been, I'm very indecisive. And what that means is I can't make a decision for my life. I can't tell you what I want to eat. It could be pizza, Chinese food, one of those two I usually go for. You tell me you want to go for Mexican, I've never had, I don't know, I'll freeze up, sure. That's what I'll say, because I don't know what to say. And then on top of that, I've been having to deal with the ultimate question of keeping my boo or getting rid of him. And the reason why is because we're not dating, but I've known him for 5 months, and we're coming up on the 6th month on the 14th, and it's only like the 6th or 7th. Wait, what is whatever. And then, I don't know, when we were, like, when we officially knew each other, like, 3 months in, I found out that he was talking to another chick. What the fuck? But, he only talked to her for a month. He did visit her. He said nothing happened, and I have to either believe him or not, but he met her family, which he didn't do that. It was 3 months into knowing me and a month into knowing her, and he refused to meet my family, but met hers willingly. And then as the months progressed and the situations developed, we hung out with his one friend, and she's a fucking whore. I don't care what anybody says, she's a whore. And he's like, she's sweet as pie, she's been through some shit, I've been through some shit too, you don't see me fucking around with everybody I see. I don't need every dick, I just need one particular one that makes me feel comfortable and happy, attached to an awesome person. That also makes me feel comfortable and happy, and I have a strong connection to and see a future with. Like, you don't have to be a thirsty hoe. It doesn't have to work like that anymore. This is, what the fuck. But we get there and they're all over each other, and I'm pissed off because that's my man. We're not dating, but that's my man. And, he doesn't realize that I'm mad and why I'm mad. He like, totally blew me off. So, we get back and I'm starting to cry. I physically feel sick because of how disgusted and upset I was. Stress makes me feel sick. So this stress, whoop, I didn't feel good at all. And, lately I can't get it out of my head. I don't know. Like, the further we have gotten better, but the more we get better, the more scared I am. And I don't know if it's because I really love him, or if I what he doesn't know, I haven't told anyone, is that I love him so much, and that I was suicidal a couple months ago, and I was really contemplating who I would leave my stuff to, and just trying to figure out the logistics of if that happened. And I wanted him to get all my shit. I wanted him to get whatever he wanted, and then my niece and nephew, and then my sister can get whatever she wants too, and then the rest is just gone. I don't want anybody to have any of my stuff unless I know they're gonna take care of it. And he was gonna get my pet. That blanket right there has my adorable Sophia. She's a pet rat. I love her to death. She's the best thing that ever happened to me. Right there. And he was gonna get her. That's how much I care about him and her. And I realized that I want a future with him. I felt weird even to admit, because it's not something I'm used to being able to say. But I do. I want a future with him. I want to be able to call him my hubby one day. Which is fucked up, but it's true. And I don't think he realizes how much he means to me at this point. So I get scared. I get really scared. And I've been holding what he's done to me on the third month with the other chick against him. But I've also been catching him liking his ex-girlfriend's pictures on Facebook. And even though I'm not his girlfriend, it still upsets me, because everyone knows it's a don't do. You don't have anything to do with your exes if you are telling another person you love them. You just don't do it. It's disrespectful. You're so good. But I'm not trying to hold him against it either, because it's just, I am not his girlfriend. It's all a lot of technicalities, and it's really shitty. But, I don't know if I should let it go or not. But because of my concussion that I know I have, I can't focus, I can't sit still, I can't even get interested in what I'm normally interested in. I can't really sleep. I think since I've had my concussion, I've only slept I want to say maybe 2 to 3 hours at a time every time I try to sleep. Today, I think I slept 2 different times, and it's because I've been crying all day. Which I don't do. I'm not a crier. I don't like crying. I haven't been able to cry in a while either. So it's literally the exact opposite of what I normally do is what I'm doing. And that makes me completely crazy, because if that's the case, that means I hit my brain so hard it made me stupid or something. And I can't tell him that either. That's the best part. I can't be like, hey, so I have this concussion and I read that it makes you change who the fuck you are. Because, well, it sounds crazy just to hear, right? But they have, I didn't just go to one website and find that out. I was just like, nah, they're fucking with me. So I went to a shit ton of other websites. I went, I just like kept up with it. It was just making sure I'm not crazy. Turns out it's true, guys. It's true. Might be able to get out of a lot of shit if you say you accidentally hit your head. So yeah, that was my story time. How fucked up is that? I have no way. I don't know how to get myself out of this situation. Because if I could, I would just put him on a fucking leash and claim him for the rest of my life. Be like, yeah, that's mine, don't touch. But you can't do that. If you have an idea of what I should do, let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you like too. You know you wanna. Peace.